It is the day when we're putting in our Maxxair fan, and we are going to show you how to do it. We've basically just gone on YouTube and looked at how to do it. It does come with little instructions. It does come with a little set of instructions of how to do it. There's two different sizes. We went for the bigger one, but we didn't actually realise there were two different sizes. I just went on to Amazon and ordered it. I assumed there was one. I should have done my research. So yeah, we probably could have saved some money there by getting a smaller one, but it's arrived, we've got it now, and that's fine. You also get a nice little controller with it, and a controller stand for your wall. So we'll go through those when it's all fitted and what that does. I'm assuming it doesn't turn your telly on. What we're using to put it in with, Kate has found some cool stuff. So yeah, what is it you have found?
I mean, you say it's cool stuff. It is clear sealant and glue. Ooh. It is designed to stick actually underwater, so it should be pretty strong. Went into the shop and the guy was speaking to me for ages about them, and he kind of said it's not the most expensive one, but it's the best one. It's got like a really good range of temperatures to stick in, and if it gets slightly wet while you're doing it, it doesn't matter, it doesn't affect how strongly it sticks. So yeah, this stuff here.
We'll put a link to We'll put a link in the description for any products that we use, so from the air fan to sealants to screws, anything that we have in our videos. We'll even put a link to the Holy Crab Cup. So you can see here on the box we've got a little chart which tells us the different sizes of fan you can get, and also the models within those sizes. And then we come across here and you can see that we've got a smoked lid, a white lid, a tinted lid, and loads of different other options like manual opening, different things like that. So you can get certain fans with different things depending on which model and which size you go for. Also with these, they are 12 volt, which is perfect for camper vans, obviously. Rainproof, waterproof, electric or manual opening, 10 speeds of fan. That is reversible, so you can reverse the fan. A temperature control, so if it gets too hot in your van or too cold, it will open and shut. And here we've obviously got our little remote that we can open and close it with there. So you'll see that we've got two squares. The thin, small one is for the top, and that's going to be going on the roof. The one that's quite thick here, this is going to be on the inside, so eventually we'll cut this down, and this is, yeah, you'll cut it to the thickness of what your roof is, so different for everyone. We're just looking at where we're going to be putting our fan in. Obviously you want to go between the beams, and also we've got our oven which is going here, so we're going to put the fan above the oven, so then obvious reasons of when we're cooking, all of the smell, all of the fat or whatever it is can go up instead of hanging around the van.
Adios. On the top of the roof, there's some ridges running down the edges. We want our air fan to sit quite far that way, obviously we don't want to hit a bridge. So what we're going to do is we're putting it roughly where it's going to sit, and then we'll drill a hole somewhere in the middle just to measure and check we're not going to hit the bridge on the outside, so we'll be able to see up to the roof where our drill hole fits, and then we know how far across we can or can't go when making our hole.
Yeah. So the ridge that Kate's on about is the one where you can connect a roof rack to. So it's got those little, like almost like little nipple things that like lock in. So that's what we don't want here. So our hole that we've just drilled is here. Now, this is the one that's going to be going on the roof. So if I line up our hole with the very edge of here, obviously we can see where this is going to fit. Depending on our solar panels depending on how far we want to come over. That now gives us the opportunity to move it closer to the edge. So we can, yeah, obviously that hole will be getting cut out when we move it forwards. Can't come this way, but we can go this way.
We decided to open one of our solar panels and put it down on the roof so we could see for the size and measurement and how much room we had to play with.
So we've got three 175 watt solar panels that we're going to be putting up on here. We've got one at the front and we've got two down this edge here. So we've just measured the width of the solar panel here and where that one's going. So now we know we've got enough clearance for our fan. So we've measured from the top and we're happy from this side. Kate's just measured from the inside, so we're happy there. So now I'm just going to mark where we're going to be cutting out. We've got a hole! So I was a little bit silly, and when I did my marking, I did it from the inside. What I should have done was scribed it from the outside, or at least if I did it from the inside, put on like, 2 mil, 3 mil.
After realising my mistake, I trimmed down the edges until I got a nice tight snug fit.
Like a glove.
Once we were happy with the shape, it was then on to grinding to get rid of all the rough edges and rough burrs. We went around where we had cut with a Hammerite paint to prevent rust in the future.
So we've just put our roof back up and we're going to go, or I'm going to go back up the top and then just mark from the hole down onto the ply, so then we've got our nice template.
After marking, we then took the roof down and cut out where we had marked.
Online I've seen that people make a frame for around here, which is kind of what we're doing, but we're not screwing it together. So we've got some offcuts of wood that aren't quite long enough. So we're just quite simply putting them up in like so. Ultimately, it's the exact same concept, it's just they're not, screwed together, which is fine because they're going to be held down anyway. So yeah, it's just the way we're doing it. But obviously if you want to make a frame, make a frame. So we've got our wood, which is around the perimeter of our hole and in between our ply and the metal. So now we're going to pop this in, like so. Just double check everything. Everything looks good. We have double checked it from the inside as well. So now we're going to be putting our sealant down and also screwing it all down nice and flat.
When it came to putting the silicone on, we didn't get much footage, but as long as you cover all the areas where any rain or moisture can get in, you're pretty safe. We used quite a lot of silicone because we wanted to be safe than sorry. We also went over all the tops of the screws. A little problem we found was trying to put the screws in the side of the fan. However, if you take the fan off, you can lift the metal clip, and then when you put the fan back on, this lines up the hole just enough to put the screw in. Once we had done this, we then screwed our roof into the wooden blocks around the fan. Then we put on our plastic trim to cover all of the screw holes. Prior to putting our plastic trim on, we drilled 2 holes for our wires. Once all installed, it was now time for the most satisfying part. We were really happy with the result. It looked really good, and hopefully it will keep us nice and cool in the summer. And that's how we installed our Maxxair fan. If you found this video helpful, you can check out more content on our channel.